Hi, welcome to another quick tutorial. Today you will learn the basics of 3D modeling using only one button, your mouse left click. As you follow along, you will model basic everyday objects, and at the end, you will combine them all to create a nice little scene. So let's get started. First step is making sure you have Blender installed on your computer. It's a free and open source 3D creation software used all around the world for all sorts of things, from 3D printing to Netflix animation movies, to AAA video games, and much more. And as always, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask in the comments, you will get answers. So first of all, if somehow anything gets broken, and you don't know what just happened, let's say, I don't know, you lose your main scene. Alright, so let's pretend you broke Blender completely, you don't know what's going on. At any given time, if you go in File, Default, Load Factory Settings, and you click, Blender will reset. So do not panic if something goes crazy, just reset Blender. So for these tutorials, we will only use move, rotate, and scale. And of course the selection here. So you select by clicking, select, unselect, or we can select using the box like that. And that's it. To move the view around, we're just going to use the axis over here. As soon as you hover this, you see it gets highlighted. If you click and hold, you can rotate the view. And if you click any of the points, it will align the camera directly in that axis. So if I want to look at from this x-axis, see red X, click it, and there it is. And if you want to move again, you move it like this. If you want to zoom in and out, you hold the magnifying glasses. And if you want to move the camera sideways, you click and hold the hand, and that's it. So now we're going to make a table and a chair. So let's get started. So we're going to start with a cube, but if we want to go back here, select. And if you want to do anything related to objects, of course, you select object, and then we delete. If you want to add something, you use add. And you have all kinds of shapes. We're going to start with a cube. And we're going to start modeling this into a table. If your view gets lost and you don't know where you are anymore, well, you go in View, Align the View, and you can reset everything. Center the cursor and frame everything. Boom. Now you're back editing. So now we're going to transfer this into a table. Go with View. I want to scale this. So the circle, the white circle, is just globally. So it's the whole thing that scales. But if you want to scale in specific directions, you just hover the one for the specific axis. Like this. Like this. That looks good for a table. Now let's move it up. Now let's make some legs. I'm going to add another cube. I'm going to go to scale. Turn that into a leg. Sounds good. Now I want to be precise. I'm going to align the view. Now what I got to do is move it in one direction only. Align to another view. Then I'm going to scale it a little bit. Perfect. Now we can duplicate it. Just align like this, select it. Again, object, duplicate. It's somewhere in here. There we go. And you just move it. Let's align it. Perfect. Now let's duplicate these as well. See, now they're not aligned. So we can just go like this and move them back. Oop. So if you want to undo something, again, you go and edit. You just click undo. Want to move them. Yeah, sounds good. Down. Great. Now we're going to align this. Oops, sorry, I cheated. There we go. And now we have a table. And now for the chair, it's pretty simple. We just select the whole thing and we'll duplicate it. Or in move. I'm going to scale it. Move it a bit up. Sounds good. And now we're going to do the back seat. Select the top. Duplicate. And then we're just going to rotate it. As you can see, there's specific color lines. So I just want to have it this angle. That sounds good. Just going to move it. And maybe we can scale it a little bit further. It's a bit wide. And the table is a bit too high. Like this. And there you go. You now have a table and a chair. And you're now certified ready to tackle the next tutorial. I already made a list of objects that we're going to be modeling, but if you want to suggest another object, please share it in the comments. As always, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and one last thing. When you're done, don't forget to go to File, Save As, and give your file a name, because you will need it later on. And you click Save As, then you're good to go.